Right now I have 3 toolbars. I've got 2 on the side over here, and then I have this floating toolbar. If you don't have these by default or you want to know how to turn them on or off, you go to the settings here, then you go to personalized, accessibility, and then here is where you can toggle on or off all of the toolbars. So we'll go ahead and keep them on, as they can be very useful. The toolbars have the same basic functionality, but the floating toolbar, if you press and hold it, you can move it to wherever you want. So wherever is a convenient location for you, you can use it there to quickly do a lot of common functions. To use the Smart Pen recognition features, we're going to open up the whiteboard. If you open the pen tool, you will see that there are 2 toggles, one for recognizing shape, the other for recognizing text. Let's start with recognizing shape. So we've got that toggled on, and then if we draw something like a triangle and we make sure that we close it at the end, then it's going to fix the lines for us. We can do the same thing with a circle. So we can draw a circle, just complete it at the end, it's going to do a circle. Same thing for a square or a rectangle. And then we've got much better shapes that look like actual shapes. You can draw an oval as well, and it's going to look like a much better oval. Let's go ahead and clear the screen. We will toggle this off and we will go to handwriting. So if we want to write the ABCs, for example, I can do a capital letter A. It's going to make it look much nicer. We can do a capital letter B, and it's going to look just like the letter B, and we can do the same thing for the letter C. And if we want to do lowercase letters, we can do that as well. So we can do A, B, and C. And if you want to write a word like hello, you can do that, and it's going to fix all the letters. The pen has 2 sides, a thinner side and a thicker side. So over here we can choose what side we want to change. So I'm going to choose the thin side. I'm going to make this a calligraphy brush, and I'm going to select the color green, and I'm going to make it fairly thick. And then on the back side, I'm going to select the color purple and make it this brush stroke. So now if I write on the front side, it's kind of a calligraphy style. I think I want that to be a little bit bigger, so let's go all the way up to 30. And you can see the brush strokes are kind of nice and fluid. If I go on to the back side, now it is purple, and we can change the brush stroke again to something like that, or something like a marker. With the erase tool, you don't have to kind of go over everything. You just have to select a part of the object. Like this purple line, I can just quickly select it and it will erase. I can just kind of touch it, it's going to go away. So it's very easy to erase. You just have to go over a part of it and it's gone. With multi-mode, you can select it for a single touch. So right now I'm on single, which I can write with just a single finger. That's going to work fine. If I use multiple fingers, I can do things like I can move the screen around, or I can zoom in and out. So that's when you would want to use single. If you select multi-mode, then you can use all your fingers at once, and you can draw at the same time with all your fingers. Let's say you draw a work of art. So I draw this incredible smiley face and I want to share it with the world. I can come over here to the menu and I can share by QR code. So over here we can encrypt the QR code. We've got a few different options for how to share it, and then you can kind of zoom in on it and share it that way. Or if you'd rather save it locally to the disk, you can press the menu and you can press save. You can select the file format that you want to save it to, the location, and then you just press save, and now you have it saved locally. This also comes with quite a few tools, so let me just show you a few random ones. For example, you've got a puzzle bag. This allows you to open up a ruler, so you can move the ruler around. You can lengthen it, or you can rotate it, or you can remove it. Another tool would be dice. If you want to roll a dice, you can just press start. It's gonna shake it up and roll the dice. And this has settings as well, so you can kind of configure the number of dice that you want, and you can roll multiple dice at the same time. And this also has a built-in web browser. So if you want to open a browser like Google, you could go into here and you could search for something like bananas. And now we have a browser within the Whiteboard app. Let's say you want to annotate something on the screen. You can come to a menu and you can go annotation. And it's going to bring you to the main menu. If you press this icon, then it brings up kind of the mouse cursor. So I can navigate like normal here. And we'll say I want to create a flow chart. So I'm going to open up Lucid Chart, and I have a flow chart up here that I want to annotate. So I'm going to press this button again, and now I can draw on the screen. So if I want to do arrows, or if I want to circle something, or if I want to write a happy message and say hi, I can annotate here. And then if I want to save this screen, I just come over to here, press the menu, and I can share it with a QR code, or I can save it locally to the disk. So I will just select a file format and select the location and press save. And now I have this saved locally with the annotations.